Hey guys, it's Lauren and welcome back to my channel for the love of. If you are joining me for the first time, I want to say welcome and thank you for taking the time to click on this Colonial candle review haul. And if you're a returning viewer or subscriber, welcome back. So you guys, I have 5 candles to go over and review, so we're going to just dive on into it. 4 of these candles are part of Colonial Candles' newest collection in the stars. It's a holiday collection. I believe they are available online if I'm not mistaken. They should be ready for purchase now if you are interested. And then one of them is from their most recent, I think it's called Falling Leaves. Let me check to see. I want to get you guys the accurate name here. Falling Leaves. So they had 4 candles that they added. This is a new fall collection, you guys. It's not the Harvest collection, which I've already done reviews on all of those if you're curious. But they launched a new fall collection called Falling Leaves. There was 4 candles in that collection, and they so graciously allowed me to actually try all these candles. So they gave me all 4 of the holiday ones, and they let me choose one of the fall ones. So let's do fall first, and then we'll dive into holiday. So for the Falling Leaves collection, the candle I chose was Spice Apple Honey. If you guys know anything about the fall candles I've been burning, it's been like full on apple. So I thought it was very fitting that they had this one available. Spiced Apple Honey. And the color is so pretty. It goes with my color scheme, my decor at home. So first of all, I noticed that they kind of changed up the shape on the candles with us. I don't know if all the candles in this collection are this taller one, but the taller ones are 2 wicks, you guys. They're still smooth wax. I didn't have any performance issues in the ways of burn. As you can see, no tunneling, a little bit of remnants on the side here, a little bit of sooting on the sides, but overall, nothing too crazy. Let me read you the notes on this before I dive into performance. So the notes are Honeycrisp Apple, Honeycrisp Apple, Barlette Pear, Orange Slices, and then mid notes of Sweet Spun Honey, Jasmine Petals, Green Apple Blossoms, Sheer Spice, and a hint of White Musk. Wow, that's a lot of notes. And I'm just readjusting here, you guys. My legs were falling asleep, so if I'm moving around, that's why. So what do I get mostly from this candle? Apple. I'm cold, it smells like a Honeycrisp apple. It smells like Bath & Body Works Honeycrisp apple, not as strong. Heirloom apple, any of those types of fragrances. I don't get any of those floral notes or anything like that. It's really light on the honey. I don't know if even honey is mentioned in there. Oh, Sweet Spun Honey. I get a little bit of the honey and a little bit of like that Barlette Pear. If you guys remember, Bath & Body Works had, what was it called? Harvest Pear. It was beautiful. It came out either last fall or the fall before. It was like in a dark green package. It was beautiful. The pear note is a little bit similar to that. It's more so that it almost smells like the pear has been honeyed and then they added apple, if that makes sense. So getting onto the throw, I was so excited about this one, you guys. I put it in my half bath. First burn, maybe about 3 hours, and it was throwing. It wasn't crazy strong, but I could smell it. It was wafting through the half bath, and I'd say a throw of maybe a 5. I put it in my open concept, and the scent pretty much just got lost. So I put it back into the half bath, and all the subsequent burns of this candle, you guys, it just didn't throw. I don't know if I got a dud or if the proportions of the oils to wax were off on this one, but I loved the scent, but I don't think I would purchase this one again just because of the performance. I really could not smell it. That first burn, it smelled good. It smelled like a mid-range candle, a mid-throwing candle, but all the subsequent burns after it, I burned it 4 other times just to kind of give it a fair shot. I really didn't get much of a throw. It was probably throwing it like maybe a 3, 3.5 every other time. So I would try it again just to maybe see if I got a dud. If Colonial Candle was a little more accessible to where I could go in and like swap it out, I would just get a new one, but it's online only, at least the stores around me, so I probably wouldn't repurchase it online. So great scent, just not that great a performance. Now, the In the Stars collection for holiday, I don't know if they tweaked some of their formulas, but I did get some pretty good throw on these new candles. So there's 4 holiday candles. I'm going to start with the lightest throwing up to the strongest throwing. So the first one is balsam and fir. Well, on cold, this one is strong. It smells like fresh balsam mixed with like a pine type note. It's not straight balsam. It's like a balsam and pine tree type scent. Let me read you the notes for this one. So the notes for balsam and fir include pine and cedar with a base of moss, amber, and birch. Don't get much amber. Don't get birch. It's just like a balsam fir type pine scent. I first burned this in my open concept. And again, it kind of got lost, but it was a little bit stronger. It was a throwing, no tunneling issues or anything, nice clean burn. I put it in a, not the half bath, but I put it in a smaller room, and I did get a little bit of a throw on this one. 1 to 10, 10 of course being crazy strong. Still in mid-range, I'd say it was coming in at like a 5. So if you're looking for a crazy strong, Bath & Body Works caliber fresh balsam, this might not be it. But if some of those are super overwhelming to you and you just want like a lighter pine type scent, you might like this one, but you'd have to have it in a smaller room or maybe try it on a candle warmer. Would I purchase this again? I would probably purchase the wax melts. It just wasn't strong enough for me, but it did throw more than any of the fall candles. The next one that it was still a little bit, I hope I'm not coming down with the cold. I really hope I'm not. The next one I have is vanilla bourbon. I love the packaging on this. I love their photos. Really pretty collection. If I didn't mention it, they have this really pretty star lid. I'm not a fan of like alcohol, beverage, boozy type scents. You guys, this one was one of the most unique candles throw-wise. I got like all different kinds of scents from this one. On cold, it smells like a warm, bourbon-y type vanilla. Not super heavy on the bourbon, with a little bit of a warmth to it. The notes that they say are in this include rich bourbon, creamy caramel, and vanilla, dark woods, and floral. I don't get any floral. I get a little bit of a warm, dark woods. When I lit this up at first, it was the weirdest thing. First, there was no throw, okay? And this is in my open concept. First, there was no throw. And then as I started walking around the room, as I'm passing where this is burning, in the immediate area, there was no scent, but I was catching like these wafts of like this caramel type scent. And I go, what am I burning? I didn't realize it was this. I would say this throws more on the side of like a vanilla caramely scent with a little bit of a woodsy warmth than a bourbon type note. I put it in the half bath and I put it in a smaller room, and it did start to throw a little bit better. As you can see, I had some tunneling issues. I don't know if it's going to focus on this. There we go. Little bit of tunneling, but it didn't impact the performance. 1 to 10, 10 of course being crazy strong. I'd say in an open concept, this might get lost, maybe at like a 4 or 5. In a smaller room, you can probably get a 5.5, 6. But it's crazy because you'll smell one thing and then it'll like waft. And then I think it's just because they have so many notes in this, but I did enjoy this. I would purchase this again if I knew I would get a consistent throw on it. So really pretty scent. I enjoyed the scents on all of these. Now the next one, this one like blew me away, you guys. I was so impressed. Dare I say it's almost Bath & Body Works strength, like a mid-throwing Bath & Body Works. Not like a pumpkin pecan waffles fill your house, your whole entire house strength. But this one was pretty strong, you guys. Yuletide Carol. I was expecting like a classic cinnamony spice type scent. You guys, this is like an effervescent-y, fruity type scent, but it's unlike one I've ever smelt before. I can't quite pinpoint what's in it. It's really pretty though, and it threw really strong. I had it in the open concept, my first burn. This is the first one in the collection I had tried. And I walked in after an hour and I go, oh my God. I go, it's throwing, and it's throwing really, really well. Look how pretty the packaging is. little piano, very festive, very, very holiday feel. This reminds me of the holidays. Even though it's a fruity scent, it has a bit of a warmth to it. The notes for Yuletide Carol include fruits of red currant, apples, chrysanthemums, and sugar. I don't know if I get full-on floral, but chrysanthemums kind of have that, like, I don't want to say tart kind of warmth to them, but that's what might give this kind of its uniqueness. If you're not a floral fan, I still don't think this would be something you wouldn't like. It's a fruity floral, but more of a warm fruity floral, if that makes sense. And then it says it's also has dark woods in it as well. So I definitely get most of those notes. I think that's a pretty accurate description. It's like a really pretty red berries with a bit of a warmth and it through. Like I said, 1 to 10. I'd say this one was coming in an open concept at like a solid 7.5, dare I say 8. And I didn't even have to try it out in a smaller room. I just kept it in the open concept every time I burned it. Again, a little bit of, you can see where I lit it and extinguished it, but on the sides it did have a little bit of tunneling, but it eventually evened out. Would I buy Yuletide Carol again? Absolutely. Would I be confident in gifting this one? Yes, absolutely. This one's a win for me. And my favorite, my absolute favorite, and I didn't think I would like this one too much, but I'm kind of starting to get on board with the whole chai candle thing. This is cinnamon chai. I thought it was going to smell like red hot cinnamon. I love cinnamon, but I don't like red hot kind of in your face cinnamon. This is such a perfect blend of cinnamon and chai. It's warm, it's cozy. When you burn this, it feels like it's cold and crisp outside, and you have this warm cup of like this very sweet, cozy tea with a little bit of like warm cinnamon. Really, really pretty. If you're someone who doesn't like straight up holiday cinnamon, I don't think this would be offensive to you. I think it's kind of a versatile fragrance. The notes include cinnamon chai, Saigon cinnamon, vanilla icing, and baked dough. So I don't get, it's not, I guess you could call it a gourmand scent. On cold, I can see where you'd think it's a gourmand, but to me, it's really that warm cinnamony chai that really comes through. And this had a pretty decent throw, you guys. First, I had it in the half bath, and it was throwing so well, I put it out in the open concept. Did perform a little better in the half bath, but I could smell it kind of wafting through. And out in the open concept, it still did have a decent throw. There were a couple times where it had a little bit iffy, I guess, throw to where I was smelling different notes in it. But overall, 1 to 10, 10 of course being crazy strong. This also was coming in at like a solid 7.5, maybe 8 in a smaller room. Would I repurchase this one again? Absolutely. I would buy the wax tarts. I would be confident to gift this one. It's just kind of a classic holiday fragrance. If you're not someone who likes pine or, you know, any of those type of scents, you might really enjoy this one. And I can't wait to burn this one at Christmas time. So that's it, you guys. So I absolutely loved all of these. I'd say my 2 top picks, Yuletide Carol and Cinnamon Chai, are definitely gonna throw and are definitely ones I would confidently gift for the holiday season. The other 2, the Balsam and Fir and the Vanilla Bourbon, just weren't strong enough for me. I don't think I would gift these because I would be afraid of the iffy performance on them. I think they'd be better on maybe a candle warmer, or like I said, chunking them up or trying the tart version. So you guys, that is it for me today. And I hope you guys are enjoying all of your fall fragrances. I can't believe we're already encroaching on holiday. It's crazy. Comment down below if you have tried any of the candles from the In the Stars collection. Tell me which ones are your favorites or which ones sound interesting to you. Let me know what you guys are burning right now. And are you guys already kind of planning out what you're going to be burning for holiday? Because I know I am. So you guys, that is it for me today. I hope you guys are having an awesome day, an awesome evening, an awesome weekend, whatever time it is you're watching this video. Until next time, we'll see you later. Bye, guys.